Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill.
Hey, David.
So, we'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly. This evening is trading in the zone mindset, trend following, and within trading systems. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Kawisi, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly.
Evening, David.
Hello. Welcome, welcome. This evening is trading in the zone, mindset, trend following, and trading systems, and we'll incorporate all of those as we look at the markets this evening. We'll get started shortly. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let me share my trading screen here. Hey, Gerald, welcome. All right, so let's share my screen. Okay, so as you guys know, on Wednesdays, we go over we focus on trading in the zone, right? So staying in your trades using your mindset, right? Trend following, and then incorporating our trading systems. Okay, so um let's do that. Let's go through the markets. Hey Anthony, welcome. All right, so we're starting to see a bit of selling resume in the you guys should see my screen, monster futures. All right, let's do this here. All right, so equity markets are down, right? They're down this evening. um But the important thing is that they're still holding the crude oil. So crude oil, you guys see crude oil right in here. All right, so they're still holding crude. All right, so if you wanted to go long, they're the only group right now, if you really wanted to go long the equity markets, that would be crude oil. All right, but even with crude oil, we want to be careful. All right. Um, but we are starting to see selling come back in the markets. All right, we are still in the markdown phase. All right, so on the Dow, this is the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, and the Russell. All right, so we are still in the markdown phase. We did have a big week last week of buying, so buyers did come back in. So a lot of traders get fooled by this. This is why we want to, especially this evening, right? When we talk about trading in the zone, right? Using our trading systems and following the trend, we want to make sure that we don't get on the wrong side of the trades. All right, we want to stay within that trend, whether it's an uptrend, long trend, or a downtrend. All right, so the equity markets, they're still in the markdown phase. So don't get fooled by the buying that came in last week. All right, we're still in the markdown phase, and that's important to keep in mind. All right, as I go through this, you guys can stop me anytime if you have any questions. Okay. All right, so we're still in the markdown phase. If you guys look here, markdown phase, we have a sell short signal here. Last week, a lot of buying came in, but guess what? Right, price can come back down just like it did here. Price came down. Let me mark this out. And I know we go through this a lot, all right, but it's what we need to do because the markets move, right? Let's see here. 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay, so if you guys notice, right, every time the buyers came in, right, so the price went down, we're in the markdown phase. So we're in the markdown phase. So every time the selling came in, right here, the selling came in, all right, made a low, right, the buyers took the price back up. Okay, so price came down, all right, so we want to follow what the buyers are doing and what the market is doing. Okay, so price came down, sell short signal, came back up. Guess what? The sellers brought the price back down. All right, brought the price back up. Buyers brought the price back up. Sellers came in, red candle here, brought the price back down. Here it went all the way down. Got a little bit of buying right here. Okay, and guess what? Now the same thing is happening. buyers are coming in to push the price back up right now. But notice, right? So notice that even with all of this movement, we haven't gone anywhere but down. All right. So don't get fooled by the buying that came in last week. All right. So if you notice here, okay, we made a high here, made a high here, made a high here. All right. We made a high here and made a high here. But guess what? The price is still moving lower. Lower highs, right? Lower highs and lower lows. Here was a low here. Here was a low here. Here was a low here. And here was a low here. All right. So I'm going to open up the floor. Anyone knows what could happen here based on the price action right here? Here we are right here. This was the close of the day right here, right? Based on what's happened right here and right here, right? Where could price go next? Where could price go next?
Definitely lower.
Definitely lower. Okay. And why do you say that, Anthony?
I mean, just based on the previous price action with the up and down, and it's kind of still below the moving averages.
All right, let's take a look here.
All red candles.
David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Was that Gerald? All right. Okay, go ahead, Anthony. You were saying?
No, it's all red candles, and it's like kind of in the middle to below the moving average. So, and it's trending down overall.
Yeah, it is very good. So it's trending down overall, right? It's trending down overall. Because I know our traders didn't, but I know traders last week got excited about the market having a bullish week. All right. So we want to make sure we don't get fooled by that. Okay. So if you guys look here, let me make this.
What time frame is this?
This is the daily time frame, and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the weekly time frame too. But yes, so here, right, came down, retraced back to this trend line here. So this is our channel here. All right, came down, right, came down here, went back up to this channel, came down to the bottom of the channel here, went back up to the top of the channel, broke out a little, failed, came back down to the channel here. So it will probably hold here and come back down or get a little bit higher, right, to the top here and come back down. But the bottom line is this: when we draw it out like this, all right, we see that our trend, all right, is down. We're not in the markup phase like this. We're in a markdown phase. Okay, so don't be fooled by this buying. I guess that's my point, right? Don't be fooled by the buying that came in last week. All right, sellers can come back and take the price down. So if you're going to go long, right, take the market up, go along, make sure that you are quickly, you can get in quickly, get out quickly. So trade on a very, very small time frame. Like I said, energy is moving higher, so you might be able to get a bid on energy, but even with that, be careful, right? Shorts. If you guys are looking to go short or get puts, okay, wait for some red candles to come in, all right, to continue to move the price lower. So if you guys look here, which index is it? It's one of the
There is
indexes.
a white candle. It seems like there are switching directions on that.
Was that Gerald?
The white candles, it seem like they're switching directions every time. After
Okay.
the white candles.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, the white candles is an indication that it's switching directions, right? So it's neutral, right? So we know our green candles are bullish, all right, bullish, buyers are in control, all right, or there's buying coming in, all right, red candles, sellers, right, sellers are coming in, white candles are neutral, all right, and
it's been neutral for 3 straight weeks, right? Those are 3 straight white candles.
no,
correct?
no, those are daily candles.
Those are daily. Okay, I thought it was a week. Okay, I see the daily, but still got 3 consecutive days of sideways movements.
Yeah, yeah. So, but the important thing is, and this is why we want to do this, because if we just look at the price action from day to day, right, we don't see the overall move, right? And that's what most traders do, right? They don't look at the overall move. A lot of traders don't even look at what the markets are doing, right? They don't look at what the indexes are doing, what the sectors are doing, what the VIX. They just, and you guys know this, right? We just get in and trade, right? But we can't do that, all right? We really have to focus on the overall trend, all right? Especially of these indexes, because these 90%, a large majority of stocks will follow these indexes, all right? And this will put us ahead of the game, all right? This will put us ahead of the game. So while everyone else is trying to figure out what's going on, we'll know, right? Not 100%, but we'll know. We have a pretty good idea of what's happening, so we're not caught off guard, all right? So, and then using our trading systems, right? Using our trading systems, we can see clearly what's happening with price. So a good example would be the NASDAQ on the daily time frame. All right. So we had our sell short signal here, a second sell short signal. Here was the first one here. So let me draw it out. All right. So here was our first sell short signal here. All right. Closed. This wasn't a break of support right here, break of resistance. Got a sell signal to get out. Price came back down, hit this support right here. We got a sell short signal right here, and price came all the way down, held support right here. So it got support right here, and now it's trading here. All right. So to Gerald's point, yes, we have white consolidating candles here. All right. So the sellers gave up a bit, right? And we've got white consolidating candles. But look what we have right now. We have a red candle right here. So sellers are coming back in. Remember, overall trend is down. Okay, overall trend is down. So when you see opportunities like this, where most traders are getting, they looked at this price action last week and they're getting excited and they're getting into this market, we should be holding. Okay, we should be holding and setting up, right, to go short. All right, we should be holding and setting up to go short. So when can we go short? If we wanted to go short the market, when can we go short? If we wanted to go short the market, when can we go short?
Markdown phase.
The markdown phase. Well, we're in the markdown phase, right? We know in the markdown phase. All right, so let's say we were, right? Because I remember last week, we sent out a message to buyers are coming in. We saw buyers coming in and we said, hey, hold off on calls, right? Hold off on puts. For right now, hold off on calls, hold off on puts. So if we wanted to go get back in with calls and puts, when can we do that?
Well, definitely with puts on the break of support.
Okay, we can do that on the break of support. Okay, so that's redistribution. Gerald, I think I'm having trouble hearing you. Again, you might want to check your can you hear me, Gerald? Yeah, I'm having trouble. Yeah, you can definitely wait on a break of support. That's redistribution. All right, to get back in. We can also get back in here, guys, on this red candle right here. So this red candle right here, we can look to get back in. All right. What's really nice when you use the system is that if you've got, when it's in the markdown phase like this, right? It's in the markdown phase, and you can do this in the markup phase too. All right. So when it's in the markdown phase, buying comes in, right? You got white consolidating candles. And then what you want to do is wait for that red candle after the white candles, and which is what we got here. We had white candles came in. Now we've got red candles. That means sellers are coming back in. All right. So Anthony, rather than waiting to get right here in on a break of support right down here, we can get a better price right here. You see that?
Yeah, because of the pullback.
Yeah, because of the pullback. Okay, these are excellent trades. Hey Tracy, welcome. These are excellent trades. Hello. These are excellent trades. Also right here, right? So we have a white candle followed by a red candle. Guess what? Boom. All right. All right. So we know the overall trend is down. We're in the markdown phase. Let that pullback happen. All right. Right, let that pullback happen. Let the other traders jump in, right? And guess what? Right here, especially when we go in short, because we know as the price moves higher, guess what? We get a better price. We get a cheaper price for our shorts. We get a cheaper price for our options. All right, so wait for that buying to come in, that white candle, let those white candles come in, and then wait for a red candle here, right here, right here, to get back in and go short. Okay, don't get fooled by these prices here, okay, that go up in that markdown phase. Same thing when we go in long. All right, so same thing when we go in long, we do the same thing. All right, any questions on this? Any questions on this? Okay. So be careful with stocks. This market can get really aggressive to the downside. We are clearly in the markdown phase, right? So we could see real selling come into this market. So be very, very careful going long. All right. Same thing here with Bitcoin. Okay, so the same thing here with Bitcoin. All right, clearly in the markdown phase. All right. Okay. Let's draw it out. So I guess my point is don't get fooled, guys, by these markets. Okay, so we're still watching that 30,000 mark, and it's right near that 30,000 mark. Okay, so pretty good support in here. All right, it's holding support right here. All right, but guess what? Who's in charge of price right now? Buyers or sellers?
Sellers.
Seller.
Sellers, very good. Very good. Very good. So sellers, and this is, when we do this, this keeps us out of trouble. And I know we go through this a lot, but it's just what it is, right? It's just what it is. We want to go through this so that it's second nature, right? We don't have to think about it. We can look at the chart and we can tell, hey, we know what trend it is. We know if it's trending long, it's trending short, right? We can use our system to manage that process. We can use our candles, right? We can use our candles. We can use our support and resistance lines. We can use our sell short signals like here and here to manage the process. So yes, it's holding support, right? That's good for Bitcoin right now, right? That it's holding support. It's not breaking down, right? It's not breaking the lows here and moving lower into redistribution. But guess what? Sellers are still in control, right? All red candles, sellers are still in control. Guess what? The price went to right up here, hit that moving average, and it's right now it's holding right here. But guess what? Just like, guess what? Right here, just like we got a sell short signal here. All right, price consolidated for a bit, and then guess what? Made another leg down here. Okay, consolidated a bit, made another leg down here. Never, look here, it never went higher here, right? Still lower highs, right? Still lower highs. All right, still lower highs. Look here, this is what will get you on the wrong side of the market. Still lower highs, still lower highs. Okay, so lower high. Here was our high. Here was our high. Okay, 69,000. Here was a high here at 60,000. Here was a high here around 55,000. Here was a high here around 50,000. Here was a high here around 45,000. Look here. Here was another high here around 40,000. Here is a high right here around 35,000. Okay, and we're sitting right now here around 30,000. With all of this back and forth movement, right? Back and forth movement, guess what? We're still making lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so you guys see that?
Yeah, David.
So where would price, based on the trend, where is price likely to go next? Based on the price action right now, where is the price likely to go next?
I would see it continue going down.
Continue to go down. Yeah. Yeah. And we have to get to the point where we are confident in that, right? Not that there's a guarantee, right? There's no guarantee that it's going to go down, but based on the price action, that we see in front of us, right? Using trend following, right? So you guys should have your books that trend following, right? That's how trend followers do really well. They follow that trend and they stay with it. So regardless of what's happening out there, they will stay with that trend, right? And they don't get out of the trades because of all of this right here. Now they might get out, right? Just like we did here, right? Sold here, sold short here, got out here, right? So they might do that, get in and out of the trade, but they never forget, right, that the overall trend is down and it's still in the markdown phase. And vice versa, right? When it's in that markup phase, right? We don't look for shorts, we only look for long opportunities. Okay, so same thing with Bitcoin right here. Sell short signal here, all red candles, right? Look for short, or in the case of Bitcoin, you would wait, right? Okay, all right. Is anyone trading the yen pairs? Anyone in the trading the yen pairs?
Yeah, I'm in the pound yen.
You in the pound yen? Okay. Anyone else? Good job, Bill. Anyone else trading the yen pairs?
Yeah, I'm still in the Australian dollar yen pair.
So you in the Aussie dollar or Aussie yen?
Aussie yen.
Aussie yen. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Good job, Gerald. Okay. So let's take a look at that. And this is a good I tell you, I love trading Monster Scalper, right? And I love trading the Forex market because of the trends we can get. All right, because of the trends. And that example I just showed you guys works really, really well. All right, with Forex. We only track in Monster Scalper about 40 pairs. All right. But the cool thing is we can see the pairs that are going up, right? Trending long, and the pairs that are trending short. All right. And if you guys can really work with Monster Scalper, okay, so use the system, follow the trends, you'll do well. All right. We've been talking about the yen pairs. All right, we've been talking about the yen pairs that the yen pairs are setting up. I think it's for about a week and a half now, right? We've been talking about getting ready, right? Get set up for the yen pairs, right? But before that, it was the dollar pairs. The dollar pairs, if you guys remember, right? The dollar pairs, right, had been moving higher, and USD CNH in particular, right, had some really good trades, gave us about 3 really good trades. All right, 3 really good trades. All right, right here, and there's another one back in here. So nice long trades, right? But guess what? We know eventually that it's going to end, right? It's got in that markdown phase. We had some opportunities to go short, right? We had some opportunities to go short, right? This wasn't a great one, but I think the dollar Swiss was an even better trade. All right, let's take a look at it here. Was it the dollar Swiss? Yeah, here it is right here, the dollar Swiss. All right. So we went long the dollar. We had an opportunity to go short the dollar, and we talked about that. We talked about going short the dollar, right? And we had some good opportunities. There was a short sale signal here, buy to cover, went short here, got out here. But look here, there was the long trade. That's why this is important. That's why we go through this. All right. And again, this class is trend following, staying in the zone, trading in the zone, right? So staying with the trades for the trends. All right. And using the trading systems. So here was the long trade. This is almost perfect trading. Okay, so here was our buy signal right here on 414. Sell signal to exit on 515. So bought here, sold here. On the short side, right, could have went short here. All right, got out here, and now we're waiting for the next trade. All right, but while we're waiting, and we've been talking about the yen pairs, right? So bill you in pound yen. So bill you in pound yen. So let's
Yep.
take a look at that. So pound yen, here was the buy signal here. Where was your entry, Bill? Did you get in near the buy signal? Or
Yeah, I got in a little later in the day on a buy signal on the 240. I don't have it in front of me. I can't remember what it was that day. And you sent out an alert to us that day too, didn't you?
I've been sending alerts on whenever we have an opportunity to trade the yen pairs. We want to get on these pairs, right? Because they move really nice, right? They have good trends. All right. And guess what, guys? There isn't a lot of places to go right now. All right. To trade the markets, right? 1 second here. All right. So we don't have it's not like the equity markets are really moving higher, right? In that markup phase. All right. And we can go long, and we have all these sectors we can buy, right? So there isn't a lot of places to go right now, right? Yes, we can go short. We can get puts. All right. But that's a difficult trade. That's not an easy trade. It's not like just buying and letting the price move higher in that markup phase. All right. So that's why I really like Monster Scalper, especially when we're seeing it's trending like this. We have a lot of pairs that are above 20 and trending. So use your systems. Use your systems. If you do not have a Monster Scalper system, I recommend you guys, use that system, because especially like times like this, when there isn't a lot of places to go to make money, and Forex is really moving well. All right. So we've got a buy signal here on the break of this resistance right here on pound yen, right? All green candles, right? The next area would be to break this resistance. If it gets through, breaks this resistance, Bill, you can look to add to your position. Yep. Right here. Okay. If you're very confident about the trade, you could add right here. You can even add right here. Okay. I wouldn't go heavy, but you can add a little bit, because guess what? It held support right here. All right. And there's a good chance that, guess what? All green candles held support. There's a good chance it will break this resistance here. I wouldn't go crazy, but you can build that position. And guess what, guys? Use your systems. Use your systems to guide you. Okay. It's gone through that markdown phase. Hey, Robert, welcome. It's gone through that markdown phase. Okay. It's gone through that accumulation phase. So follow your 4 phases. Okay. It's gone through that markdown phase. It's gone through that reaccumulation phase. All right. It gave us a buy signal right here on break of this resistance right here. We know now it's in that markup phase. Guess what? All green candles, you're good, Bill. You're good. All
Okay.
right. You see that?
Yeah. So when I scale up, David, you're saying I don't necessarily have to match my entry. Um, oh, the capital I put up for my entry, I can go in at a smaller rate if I scale up.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say, for instance, you went in here, and on this position here, you got your first initial position, you got, let's say, 3 lots, right? 3 lots. All right. And you can say, okay, here, I'll add just another lot. Just 1 lot. Or you can add 2 lots here. But you definitely don't want to scale up.
Okay. So I don't want to go top heavy and go heavier than what I entered at.
No. You can, right? I wouldn't do that yet, gain some more experience. All right. But yeah, you can do even amounts. It's good to do even amounts. So let's say you did 2 lots here. You could do another 2 lots here. All right. Let's say it gets up in this area here, break this resistance right up here. You could do another 2 lot. Okay. Because you've been trading Monster Scalper for a while now. All right. So, you can start adding with a bit more confidence now. Okay. Brand new traders using Monster Scalper, just take 1 position and just let it go. All right. So like here, you take 1 position here, right? Sell, get out here. Okay. But yeah, you can do that. Now, Forex has been trading, performing really well, right? We looked at the dollar pairs, right? And when we anticipating, there's no guarantee that we'll get a big move out of the yen pairs, but it looks like things are setting up for a decent move, right? And we know we'll stay, especially when we on the 240-minute time frame, right? We know that we could be in this trade for, if it works out really well, at least a month, right? We know that the 240 time frame will hold the trade for about 30 days if we catch a trend. All right. So this is new. We are new in the trend. All right. We're new in the trend. So build positions, build your positions, scale up. Okay. Scale up, add to your positions. Okay. We are seeing here that the yen pairs, and I send out a message on this, right? I think we talked about this last night, that by the end of the week, going into next week, we'll see the majority of the yen pairs up in this area in here. And it happened pretty quickly. All right. So yesterday they weren't like this. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yen pairs. All right. Aussie, pound Aussie is the #1 trending pair. All right. We don't even count that. But what we want to focus on are the yen pairs. So CAD yen is the 2nd most trending pair of all of the pairs. Okay. Swiss yen, New Zealand yen, Aussie yen, dollar yen. Okay. Pound yen is down here, but it will catch up. Okay. Euro yen is right here, but it will catch up. They'll catch up. All right. So guess what? Out of the top pairs right now, the yen pairs are dominating the top sector right here, the top group right here. Okay. So and I always tell traders this: if you're trading Forex, you're trading Monster Scalper, okay, your goal is to be in the top trending pairs. If you're consistently, and we'll call it. I watch this quite a bit, and I've been doing this a long time. And am I wrong sometimes? Absolutely. But I follow these rotations. I follow these rotations. So, you know, when we call it, you guys want to be really, not that there's a guarantee that you're going to get into these positions and do extremely well, but at least you want to be in those positions. So, you know, Bill, good job. Gerald, good job being in those positions. You do this enough times, it's going to pay off, right? If you're in the dollar pairs, like the last run with the dollar pairs, if you were in those pairs, you made money. If you're in these
Hey,
yen pairs, you will make money. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
couldn't find an entry point until I got over to the 30-minute window on the Aussie pair, Aussie yen.
Okay.
I could not. The 240 wouldn't let me in. The 60 wouldn't let me in. I found an entry on a 30-minute window at 10:30 on yesterday. So the buy signal came in at 9:30. I got in at 10:30, and it got in at 92.2. 92.27.
On Aussie yen.
Yeah.
So you got in yesterday.
Yeah, on the 31st at 10:30.
Okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because I couldn't get in on other windows because I had kind of missed those already.
yeah. And that's the thing, right? Why? That's the thing. We want to get on these moves early because we'll miss them, right? And the worst thing we want to do is chase them, right? We definitely don't want to chase them.
Yeah, this is the one I told you that I got in, got out, and got back in because the system told me to get out, and then I got back in, all on the 30-minute window.
Yeah, you got in a bit late on the
I
first
got it.
run.
Yep.
Yeah. But you got in on this one, you got in right about here, right?
It was
192.
a
I
92,
mean,
yeah,
92.
92.27.
92.27. So let's take a look here.
And I just kind of been sitting in it ever since.
92.27. So right about here, this area in here.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
that's why I got in at yesterday.
All right. And you're still in it, right?
Yeah, I'm still in. I'm looking at the support, the resistance at the top there. So
Mhm.
it is trending. It is pushing down. So there are some sellers that are making those candles go down. So I kind of anticipate that it's going to break that support, but right now it's just holding support pretty good.
Well, I wouldn't. Their sellers are not coming in.
Yeah, well, it's just the end of the candles. They've just been pushing down towards support, but it's definitely buyers in.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Sellers are not. Okay, so just remember, sellers. Yeah, it's just the price is just moving, right? Yeah, it's just moving. So yeah, sellers are not in yet. If you get a red candle, then sellers are in. All right, sellers are in. A red candle, even with a white candle, right? Even if a white candle, yes, you pay attention to it, yes, but you're not making any decisions with a white candle. Red candle, yeah, sellers are definitely in. Okay, we get a sell signal, kind of like here, sellers are in. So yeah, just wait patiently in it, right? It's got past that purple support and resistance, right? You've got nice resistance up here. This is a perfect trade that you executed here. All right. So your job now is to just follow the process, follow your system, use the system, remove the emotions. All right. Don't look at the up and down in the price action, right? Follow the system. Watch, you got in here, you could have added here. Okay. And don't go too, you're fairly new to monster scalper. So, Don't go aggressive. All right, but and it's gone up quite a bit too, right? It's gone up quite a bit. But your next area to watch would be a break of this resistance here. If selling does come in, you'll see that in the price action. All right. Wait for a red candle. Do not do anything until you get a red candle and then a sell signal to get out. Okay. Otherwise, just let it run. Okay.
Will do.
And we talked about this yesterday. Forget the 240. You are not trading on the 240, right? You're not
Yep.
trading on the
Oh, I know.
240. Your entry is that 30-minute, right? So that 30-minute time frame right here.
Yep.
So good trading. Wait, right? Wait for it. Hopefully, right? You get some buying, continue green candles. Test this resistance right here. This your resistance. You have your resistance lines right here. Break through that. All right, and continue to move higher. Okay. So good job. Good job, Bill. Good job, Gerald. All right. We need more traders. I always push you guys to get in these pairs. All right. Get in these top trending pairs. And you got lucky, Gerald. You know, you caught it on the 30-minute. And that's good, but ideally, right, we want it here. We want to get in here, right?
I even had to get out of that pound yen because there was a sell signal that came in there, even though Bill is still in it and he'll continue to ride it, but I couldn't continue to ride it because of where I got in at.
Yeah. So make sure that if you miss it, and that's good, you didn't give up on it, you missed it, right? You missed it here, right? You can't trade it here. It's gone. It's gone under 240.
Yep.
But you picked up a decent trade here on the 30-minute. All right. Just remember to manage it on your 30-minute. Don't even look at the 240 from here. All right. But good job. The yen pairs, if you guys look here, so here is pound yen on the monthly time frame. Okay, so if you guys look here, right, here is pound yen on the monthly time frame, broke this resistance right here. This on the monthly time frame now, all green candles, it's in that markup phase. All right, so you could get a big move, and pound yen, the other pairs will follow. Pound yen is I would say the best moving pair of all of Forex. Okay, and in particular the yen pairs. So the other yen pairs will follow this, and it hasn't even moved yet. Okay, I love trading pound yen. It's rocky, right? But it great opportunity to make
Hey,
money.
I got a question for you on that, because this morning I had to get out of that pound yen at the 30-minute window.
Yeah.
Now what do I do? I'm completely out of it at this point, right?
So you wait. So if you're gonna trade it, if you're gonna trade it on the 30-minute time frame, all right, then you wait. All right. So let's take a quick look at that.
Yeah.
And
pound yen.
Yeah, pound yen, and we'll close with this. We'll finish up with this. So, and you know, Bill is trading it on the 240. All right. So
yeah, I almost wanted to jump ship a couple times today too.
Yeah.
But I stayed on the 240, you know, and it's like our old saying now is when in doubt, zoom out. And I just stayed on the 240 and decided to stay with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy, right? If it was easy, everyone would do this, right?
Yeah, see, I got out at that sell signal right there, and I'm kind of out of it. So at this point, David, it is still trending up. So just do nothing at this point, right?
Yeah, you do nothing. Yeah. If you're trading it, if you look here, All
Yeah,
right.
I got out of it.
Yeah, that's you did the right thing. So you're using the system, but you're following the trend, right? Um, so let's draw it out. So here was the first sell buy signal here, right? Broke resistance, sell signal to get out, had a small loss here. And it was the next buy signal, right, to get in. Sell signal to get out on a break of this support, right? And then I don't know where you got in on this trade here, but here was the next buy signal, sell signal to get out. So notice that it is still in the markup phase. Here on the 240, it's in the markup phase. So we shouldn't be shorting, right? We shouldn't be going short at all, right? So turn off your sell short signals. When you're following a trade like this, turn off your sell short signals. All you're looking for is buy signals. All right, so right now it's consolidating white candles. So Gerald, you're out, right? Here is resistance right here. If it gets above right here, this resistance, it will give you another buy signal to now get back in. So your job, since you're not on the 240 like Bill has nothing to do, right? All green candles, right? Held support right here, right? He will look for it to test resistance right here, all right? For you, he's still in, you're out. Because you're trading the smaller time frame, the 30-minute. Your
Yeah,
job now.
I got in at 162. 162.03 is when I got in. So even if I stayed in, do you think 162.03?
You got in at 162, right?
Yes, sir, 162.
Okay.
And then I ended up making a profit. But if I
right.
stayed in on a 240 window, let's say I just flipped it to the 240 window and I started ignoring that 30-minute window.
You can't flip it. You can't
I can't flip it. Yeah.
You can't flip
I
it.
had to get out.
You have to get out. You can't flip it. Bill can stay in. Bill got in
Bill
right
can stay
here.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't flip it. It's too late.
Yep.
Okay, so that's important, right? You can't flip it. Once you've missed the 240, right? That buy signal right at that, you have, yeah, you're out. You're out of it. You can't, if you flip it, right? Then that means you're buying it all the way up here. You can't flip it.
Yep. I definitely get it.
Yeah. So, and that's why we want to catch these rotations early on the 240. All right. Now, if you don't care, if you miss it, you can always jump in here. But this trade here is over. This trade here is over.
Yeah, I appreciate the other windows time frames because it allowed me to get some profit on that. But I agree with you. I missed it on the 240. But that is the 240 trade is the trade to have to be.
It's the one to have, right? Yep. It's the one to have. It's going to give you less frustration. Bill doesn't have to do a lot of work, right? He just sit in the trade, right? He could really maximize this trade by scaling. You can't do any scaling up. If you wanted to, you can't really scale. All right, you don't have enough time to scale, right? So if you look here, right?
Yeah.
All you're doing here on the 30-minute is you're just getting in and out. You're getting in, you're getting out, you're getting in, you're getting out. You don't have the time to add positions. By the time you add position, guess what? You're getting ready to close the trade, right? Bill, on the other hand, right? He has a lot of time. He can, you know, he had a first position here. He can add a second position here. If it breaks this resistance, he can add a third position here. All right. If it continues to move higher, all right, in that markup trade, he can add another position here. And all he would be doing, that's why the 240 is great to trade, right? So he's working less, he's doing less work, right? He's got every one of these trades. So trade one, let's say trade two, trade three. That's a horrible three. Trade four, right? So what he's doing, he's taking his profits here. So he's using the broker's money, taking his profits from here to here, and taking and adding another position. All right, taking his profits from here to here, adding a third position, taking his profits from here to here, all right, here to here, adding a fourth position. Okay, so where you're out, and that this is okay too, you're out right here, he's constantly building, right? So he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think of it as employees, 4 employees working for him. All right, and so at some point he will just close all 4 positions. Whereas here we in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, right? So 2 different trading styles, okay, 2 different time frames accomplishing 2 different things, okay? Now here, you in and out, you take your profits, you're not sitting in it, you're in and out, you're taking your profits. Here, he's sitting in the trade, right?
Yeah, I'm so new to trading, David. I appreciate this experience of this type of, because I gotta have it eventually. So I'm glad I'm able to learn these different skill sets.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, I tell traders, right? The thing about traders is this, and I'm the same way. I'm more disciplined now because I've been doing this for a long time. All right. As traders, there's certain type of personality that gets into trading, right? And we like to see quick results. Okay, so we like quick action, right? Quick results, and that's okay. It's just what it is, right? So what I tell traders to do is to try to incorporate both. Okay, so if you like to, I wouldn't call this scalping, more like a swing trade or so. Okay, a shorter swing trade, because some of these trades will hold overnight on the 30-minute. Okay, so it's not all intraday during the day. All right, so what I tell traders to do, let's say Bill has this position right here. So he's got a position on the 240. So on the 240 on pound yen, okay, he could pull up another. So he's got this running, right? So you can pull up like Aussie, the Aussie pair, right? And put it on a 30-minute and look for opportunities. Okay, so let's say he's got pound yen, and let's say he has another pair, euro yen, pound yen kind of go together, right? You could have 2 positions on the 240, and then, right, get another position on the 30, and you're looking for opportunities. So yes, you have this going, Gerald, you have this here, plus you have this here, but you want to capture it right at that buy signal. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have to just do this one or you have to do this one. You can do a combination. All right, so we're here, you're waiting a month, right? If it catches a nice run, 30 days to take your profits here, every couple of days or so, all right, you could still trade here and make money. All right, and those of you who trade full-time or have the flexibility of able to be in the trade, watch the trades throughout the day, right? You can do this. You can do this here, but you can do a combination of both. Okay, you can do a combination of both. All right, but learn to trade the yen pairs, right? And find a yen pair that you really like, right? You really like, and build. I call it your go-to, right? Find a pair. For me, it's pound yen. That's my go-to pair. All right. So I'm always trading pound yen, and I'll trade it on the small time frame. So find a pair that's your go-to. It could be any pair. The pound pair, the yen pairs are great because they move really nicely. Okay, but you can do a combination of the 240 and the 30-minute. All right. But good job, Bill. Good job here. And then Gerald, good job. All right.
Hey, David, can Bill anticipate getting out because all those other signals are out those other times?
No.
Okay.
So just like you have to do all of your trading on the 30-minute, right? Your window is now the 30-minute. Bill's window is the 240. So he cannot go back and forth. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about actually making a trade or making the actual exit, but to anticipate it, to see, hey, this is every other time frame has a sell signal. There's only a matter of time for this 240.
No, this
Not really.
It will mess you up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just like you can't really look at what's going on with the 240. So your Aussie, well, I think it was Aussie yen, AUDJPY. All right. So just like, see, right now you're getting a white candle here on your Aussie yen on the 30-minute. So you now just pay attention to it. Don't do anything, right? Just watch it. If that candle turns red, right, you can get out. Okay. And because what normally follows from if you get a red candle, just like here, all right, is an exit, a white arrow to get out, just like here. Okay. So just watch it. And then if you get that red candle, all right, wait for it to close, wait for that candle to close, go ahead and close the trade.
Yes,
But
sir.
don't forget it, because it can close the trade. We're still in that markup phase, right? And then overnight or in early morning, you can get another buy signal to continue to go higher. All right. So your window is right here, right? That 30-minute window, all your work is done here. For Bill, his work, all right, his work, GBP, JPY, his work, all right, is on the 240. So he has to stay on that 240. Okay, he can't go back and forth. Now, when you do, before you get into trades, yes, you can use the smaller time frame for entries. You can use the longer time frame, like the weekly, even the monthly, even the daily, to set up your trades. But once you get in, all right, once you get in, really, really try to stay within that time frame. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but really try to stay within that time frame. Otherwise, you'll get out. You'll get out here. You'll get out here. You'll get out here, right? Wait for that your sell signals. Wait for the sellers to come in. Wait for a break of support to get out. All right. Okay. Good job. Good job, guys. All right. So hope that helped. So remember, trading in the zone, staying with the systems, controlling your emotions, right? Don't get in and out of the trades, right? Trading in the zone, right? Trend following, follow the trends, find the trends, right? Like these yen pairs, that's what's trending. Forget about all of these other pairs down in here, right? Be in the top trending pairs, right? They're gonna start from the bottom in here and they're gonna trend up. By the time they get up here, right, it's too late. Your only choice is to grab it on the 30-minute. This is too late to get in now. All right, so that's why we need to follow these trends and then use your trading systems, okay, to stay in the trades, okay? Follow your buy signals, follow your sell signals, follow the candles, green candles, right? Markup phase, right? Buy signal, markup phase. Red candles, sellers are coming in. White candles, like yours here, Gerald, right?
Yeah, I see it. It's actually going back and forth between white and red, but
Yeah.
we'll wait for the next hour.
Yeah. Wait for it to close.
Yep.
All right. If it closes red, go ahead and get out. Take your profits, right? Still decent profit, right? and just wait. Don't give up on it, because guess what? You're trading on a smaller time frame, so you're gonna have these right opportunities to buy, to get in and get out. Okay, so good job, guys. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow for our equities class, stocks and ETFs, and also options. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Good job. All right, bye-bye.